Bro, what did they do to the timer on Google? Oh, that sounds so bad. Alright, guys, let me watch the rest of the Mavs game. There's like 4 minutes left, so it'll probably take like 10 minutes. What's up, Bryson? I'll put on a video for you guys.
Could have tweaked it and developed it a little bit more to make it a bit more fun. I think when you have such a defining item in a season and then you look at how many people are actually using it and it's just non-existent, I feel like you need to address that and think about what could we do to make it more fun. I think this is just some of the worst development we've had from Epic in a season. They didn't really add much new content throughout the season and they didn't really update any of the existing content we had to make it more fun. I'm thinking of seasons like Primal Season, which I will argue started as one of the worst seasons of all time. It was horrific. The Primal Shotgun was a nightmare. It was so overpowered. The makeshift weapons were terrible. Trying to get any gun you wanted was just awful. There wasn't really that much content in it, but throughout the season, just through good game development, I think by the end of Chapter 2 Season 6 Primal Season, we ended with a phenomenally good and fun meta, and I will die on that hill. I think it was actually a good season. There was major issues of lack of content around the map changing, but this season we got what I would say is pretty good map changes. I would say actually exceptional map changes. So the first few weeks of this season, I think, was the vibes that you would expect from such a good season. It just didn't go anywhere. We didn't get any storyline, we didn't get really any events, and we didn't get any content. I think that is why viewership and player base is down. That simple. I don't think people are falling out of love with Fortnite. I don't think it's anything inherently wrong with Fortnite. There's just not really any reason to get on and keep playing week on week in this season. One of the main reasons to keep playing is competitive. It's tournaments, and then competitive seems to carry viewership. We've had this happen a lot in seasons where there's just not that much content for casuals to get on for, or there's not really any content for, you know, big content creators to come in or keep making videos. You probably noticed a lot of your favorite content creators like Cypher PK slowing down in some of their uploads on the game right now because what is there to upload? You can't keep doing the same videos constantly and be enjoying it. And there are still some streamers out there absolutely killing it. I see people like Thieves and Replays and Zemi getting on day after day, playing game after game and still making great content, but it's gonna get a bit repetitive for them, and you can see them wanting to play other games or moving on and doing other things. And so the viewership really comes down to competitive, because if there's tournaments on, people get on and play them, people get on and watch them, like myself. But even with competitive right now, because of a few issues, the main one for me being the scheduling and the formatting, oh my god, don't get me started. I was making the jokes at the start of the season that the tournament scheduling looked like it was done by a drunk monkey. At this point, I'm starting to say it was done by a blind pig. It makes no sense. There's just 3 or 4 days of cash cups in a row, solo victory cups, just literally back to back to back. Everyone's like, what is going on? Like, I've got a life, I've got school, I've got work, I can't play this many tournaments. And again, you can't really complain about too many tournaments, but then when you get to periods like now, where there's entire weeks of nothing, unless you're in FNCS semifinals, it's like, why did we not have some of those tournaments then? Now, and again, obviously we all want more tournaments, like, and there's a cap of money that Epic's going to put into the game. They can't just keep running more tournaments, but just the way they've allocated the tournaments we do have is just insane. We had 4 duo cash cups, and again, they were just put in the weirdest times, in the weirdest places, and now we have these weeks of just nothing. And I think that is what is always going to bring the viewership down and bring the overall vibes of the game down as well, especially in competitive. Now, the FNCS format was also just absolutely terrible. Just from top to bottom, I'm sorry, I absolutely hate this FNCS format. The way the qualifying rounds work, where it's top 2,000 to top 1,000, means that the top 2,000 is extremely hard to get, which crushes the dreams of a lot of up-and-coming pros, or, you know, content creating pros, which kind of kills that storyline. And again, I know it's FNCS, it's supposed to be the major tournament, the best of the best should be playing, which you end up getting there, but why do we have only 2,000 make it through to then make the next round feel so easy and just nothingness to get top 1,000 in? We really got to make that feel more exciting. I think they should open it up way wider at the start to let more people in, and then start to cut it down towards the finals. And that would give a lot of people a reason to keep playing the game, because they want to keep playing FNCS. Then we only had 2 weeks of qualifiers, which is super odd. We might as well have 3. It's just more exciting and everyone loves it. And then this massive break, a 3-week break in the middle of FNCS, to where people are coming into my stream being like, Aussie, is FNCS over? I don't remember a winner. Oh, we're not in semis yet? But didn't we have qualifiers like 3 weeks ago? Yeah, we did. And a lot of people have forgotten what is going on. I don't know why Epic is doing this massive bye week. I said originally, I think a 1-week bye week just to ban cheaters was a necessary evil. I'd rather no bye week, but if it gives the players a rest, it gives people like myself a chance to make some content and build some storylines, and then we jump back into it next week. That's not so bad. It's not such a long break where people are going to give up and forget about it. But now it's turned into like 3+ weeks. Next bye week next season is 4 weeks long. It is a month of no FNCS. That is as long as FNCS itself. FNCS only takes 4 weeks now. So I don't really know what Epic's doing there. And then that causes the competitive viewership to decline quite considerably, which means that there's not really anything going on. And that's where I think a lot of people lead to saying the game is dying. Now, the competitive issue is easy to fix. Just have better scheduling. Just sit down, map out the tournaments ahead of time, and imagine if you were playing in the tournaments, what do you think would be better? What would you want as a player? And I think that will massively help the viewership and the player base in competitive. Now, the player base of viewership is not that absurdly terrible. It's not like I'm out here panicking for my career. I still think it's good. It's just, it could be so much better with just a few little tweaks. And I think a lot of what I've just discussed is why people, at least in the competitive scene, think the game is dying currently. Now, how to fix the game from a casual perspective is also, again, just as simple. It's just add more content. I know that's so easy to say. I'm pretending like it doesn't take billions of dollars of development to add a bunch of new content constantly, but this season just really missed the mark with the smaller updates, just adding a bit of mobility here, a few items there. The avatar update was big and obviously added entirely new and unique items, which was really fun for a lot of people. Unless you were playing no builds because you're just getting water bended constantly, which is a little bit triggering, or people running with air bending, but it was different. It was unique. It was fun. And I think those major updates are good, and I would love to still see Fortnite do them going forward. But I think where they're missing the mark is just adding a few other items we've already seen in the game before for a bit of fun and a bit of variety, and then balancing the existing items we have, like the wings, to make them more fun. Again, I'm a reasonable person. I'm not expecting Epic to go back to Prime Fortnite where they had the gigantic team and we were getting major content updates every week or two. I would love that, but I get why they might not be doing that. But I do think the lack of content we've got this season is a bit concerning. This is one of the first seasons, or if not the first season, we've been told since Donald Mustard stepped away, where the new person's taking over Charlie. And I think the direction of this season was quite cool. There just wasn't a lot of the upcoming updates and a lot of the major changes we'd want to see throughout the season. And I think that also could be due to the amount of layoffs we've seen recently at Epic Games. Maybe they just don't have the staff to get out the level of content that I want, which is concerning, but I think could be okay with just some minor changes. It also is a little bit alarming if you didn't see recently, Donald Mustard did an interview and it was fantastic, where it pretty much does look like the main person who was pushing for Fortnite Battle Royale to be the core of Fortnite, and especially the map to be the center character, was Donald Mustard. At the highest level, he was pushing to make sure we get these major updates, major events, and Fortnite is going forward as a game with Battle Royale at its core, where now it looks like Fortnite is moving further away towards focusing on creative and UEFN. You've probably seen this. A lot of the updates that are coming out now, like the Lego updates, like, you know, the festival mode updates, like the rocket racing, there's a lot of time and effort and development going into those things, and if you don't play them, it's just lost on you, which is hard. Again, I'm someone who just likes the Battle Royale. I don't really play the other game modes that much, but I understand putting effort into those things for the longevity of the game. Like I said, last season was Fortnite's absolute like 3rd or 4th peak, whatever you want to call it. Viewership and player base was booming, and a lot of it was due to that development. So I understand there is value for it. I just wish it didn't come at the expense of the Battle Royale. And I still think with a few more, like, again, just little updates, it wouldn't feel like this. Don't worry, I told you guys it wasn't going to be all doom and gloom and it's me sitting here saying the game is dying. Don't worry, I really think it's going to bounce back in a big way. This isn't going to be like mid-chapter 3 where it starts to go down and then it just plummets down. We have the leaked roadmap for the entire chapter. In case you guys missed it, there was an Epic employee who took a photo of their screen during a meeting and leaked this. Now, we didn't know whether it was true at first, but now it is basically confirmed to be true, with multiple things that were on that list now coming true and happening exactly when it predicted. So most people are saying this is true. Next season looks like hopefully it'll be decent. There's not really much to go off. We just have the cover art to go from. Hopefully it'll be fun. If again it misses the mark a little bit, vibes might go down a little bit next season, but there's no real way to know. But after that, things ramp up massively. The last season of this chapter that is an OG, and I'll get to that in a second, is going to be a Marvel-themed season. We are going to be getting Doctor Doom as one of the major characters, and if this is even half as good as Stark season, Chapter 2, Season 4, people will be obsessed. That season was phenomenal, and anytime Marvel is involved, you know it's big money, you know the content is going to be popping, and you know it's going to be fun and exciting. Yes, it might be a little bit overpowered, it might be a little bit broken, but it's not going to be boring, and that is what I'm extremely excited for. And then after that, we are going to be going into OG Fortnite, Chapter 2, OG Fortnite. They're going to bring it back again. I know some people will be like, oh, they keep doing it so often, it won't be as fun. I get that, but I didn't actually like Chapter 1 OG Fortnite that much. I'm sorry, it just felt really repetitive to me. I feel like, yes, it was fun for a little bit. I know a lot of people loved it because it brought their friends back to the game. I was loving the amount of people it brought back to the game, but me personally, I just wasn't having that much fun playing it, and I think it was because the tournaments weren't that great though. So if they nail the tournaments in Chapter 2 OG Fortnite, I will be in heaven. And there are leaks for the competitive fans out there. There is going to be an OG FNCS, and my bet would be it would be solos. Chapter 2 Season 2 and 3, which is going to be the last 2 seasons we get in the OG season, which means it'd be towards the end when they run FNCS, was solo FNCS. And again, this isn't going to qualify you to the LAN. It's not going anywhere. And if they wanted to pick an FNCS to maximize player base and match with the vibes of that season, solo FNCS would make the most sense. So I really hope that happens, because that would be amazing for the competitive scene. But we are going back to Chapter 2 OG Fortnite, one of the most fun times in the game's history for me anyway. Chapter 2 Season 1, yeah, it dragged on a little bit, but we're not going to have that issue now because it's not going to last for 3 months. It's only going to last for like 3 weeks. So I think that is going to be extremely fun. And then Chapter 2 Season 2 and 3 are, in my opinion, 2 of the best seasons of all time. They were so fun, they were so fresh, they were so exciting, and going through those updates really fast will be incredible. And again, I think it's going to bring a lot of people back to the game. It's going to put a lot of eyes on the game. So even if a couple seasons in the middle of this chapter, you know, they're not the greatest, they're not super memorable, I don't think we're going to have that massive decline like we did in Chapter 3. I think the vibes are going to maybe be a bit more like Chapter 4, where people start to maybe get a little bit bored, and then they have that massive pickup again at the end of the chapter. So I don't think it's all downhill from here on Fortnite. Again, I don't even think Fortnite is in that terrible of a state. I just know there's a lot of people asking my opinion on this topic, and I wanted to give my thoughts on why I think Fortnite might be declining ever so slightly. But also, I think this is just the normal cycle for Fortnite. They put a bunch of effort and time into a few major updates that absolutely explode the game, and then they can't keep that going forever. It's just impossible. Fortnite's ability to keep our eyes and our attention on this game is incredible, and I think they'll still continue to do so, and I don't think this is the time to start panicking thinking Fortnite is over.
Ranking every NASCAR Cup Series throwback paint scheme 2024 edition. Every year I hear people say, oh, throwback weekend ain't what it used to be. No one plays along. It's lost its luster. And I wholeheartedly disagree. Sure, every year there are some teams and sponsors that don't play along, but by my count this year, at least 24 of 36 cars are running some sort of throwback theme. I am disappointed McDonald's isn't running a throwback scheme. That's a huge missed opportunity, and Team Penske's not playing along, which is very disappointing considering their long history across all of motorsports. But just like previous years, most teams are playing along, and there are some standouts that we're going to review and rank today. Though I'll be completely honest, I think the Xfinity Series wins this weekend. Just a few of my favorites real quick. First, shout out to Cole Custer with the Johnny Sauter Stripes throwback. Just announced this week, Parker Retzlaff throwing it back to handsome Harry Gant, the Skull Bandit. And look, Harry is there to see the paint scheme. That's awesome. Harry for a Hall of Fame next year. Oh, my boy Brennan Poole doing the classic Kyle Petty Hot Wheels scheme to near perfection. Shane Van Gisbergen, one supercar champion, throwing it back to another. Marcus Ambrose, he wanted Watkins Glen in this scheme. Of course, with it being the Petty 75th, Daniel Dye with another great Kyle Petty throwback, and my boy Thad Moffitt throwing it back to Bobby Hamilton's mid-90s silver scheme that was an STP anniversary scheme. Those last two were trucks, I know, but I did want to spotlight some of the lower series. They did a fantastic job this year. This video, though, is going to focus on the Cup Series. And I'm doing something a little different this year. I will be judging every paint scheme across 3 different categories. There's accuracy, are the colors correct? Did they get the original sponsor? Change the fonts? There's the nostalgia score, how recognizable is this scheme? How does this make me feel when I look at it? Then there's significance. Does the scheme relate to the driver, the team who are representing it? Does it relate to the track, the race? Accuracy, nostalgia, significance. Let's get started with Ross Chastain. Beautiful looking race car, man. A throwback to Busch Beer's old can design. This is a slight disappointment compared to the last 2 years. Chastain's thrown it back to the old Coca-Cola DEI cars. Last year he threw it back to Dale Jarrett UPS. They had UPS on the hood. I still love this paint scheme. They took a classic theme and made it modern. No one does it better than Trackhouse's.
Oh, my bad. My recommended came up. Ryzen, that video started in the middle of it. Yeah, we can probably play ranked. Is there a question? Q? Oh. No, I don't really. No, not really. I just let whoever has the most, like, basically whoever has, like, the most games, and you get games, like, dono games, gets to play first, and it goes that in order. In console? Didn't you do really good? Yeah, I have all your donos on record, don't worry. You don't have to donate to play, you just gotta wait longer. People that donate get priority, I guess. That's basically how you say it. Or you just get games from people. You guys can join the you guys can join the lobby if you guys want. Lobby is open. It seems like he finally updated his map. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Updated map. It looks so... I don't even know what I'm looking at, to be honest. 369 points, top 65th. Didn't people get banned though, Ryzen? I mean, Fire Mask. So didn't you place higher now? I mean, if you have Game Pass, you should be able to have everything, basically. Like, people are, I don't know. There's, like, ways. Not, like, cheating, like, hacking. But you get banned for, like, you get banned, like, for, like, you've been banned before. And you're playing, like, on auto counts. Something like that. Can't ban. You can cheat on console, though. Wait, guys, we can actually see the zone. Wait, how did he do a zone for a full map? I need to figure this out. How did he... I need to get this for my map. Because he got, like, a full zone. I went in with wings. No, you didn't, McFoppa. This game is never wrong. They won't win the next 3. I'll DM Lucky to see how he got like a full map view on this. Uh-oh. I don't have anything reloaded. What's this, guys? Yeah. What are you doing? You do not know Lucky? I'll just DM him and see if he can explain how to do it. Or just send me a video. Can I switch my items, please? I need fizz in my loadout. Doing the what? Oh, whoa, okay. Oh, what? Wow, 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 wow. Okay. What is happening? You heard him. Oh, he's not gonna be glitched for much longer. Does he not? Oh. Flop is cooking right now. McFloppa says he's cooking. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like it. Like the stream, it would be appreciated if you guys do. You still gotta reach $50 to get payout. Bro, let me switch my weapons. Oh. Oh no. I am dead. Slow. How could you say that? This season's been incredible. Like, remember like the wings? Like the wings were like the greatest thing ever. Can I like switch my weapon, please? When does the story? Oh, I gotta do these. Just to get what skin? Dang, I'm already done with all the milestone quests. Let me switch my loadout game. I do not want this one. Where's the mod customized? I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean like weapons? Or what? Oh my gosh. On the high ground, it is someone. It's McFloppa on the high ground, ladies and gentlemen. Agent Pizzabot. Trying to find if he can find this player right here. He's gonna find the elimination on slow. So gonna go a little bit too high here. Floppa trying to get down and dirty right here. Doesn't have any shotgun ammo right now. Gonna try running around. Just gonna go by the builds. He's gonna find some on the ground. Trying to build right here. That it's above him, not gonna be his, but he's still gonna be able to retain some semblance of hope right here. His Agent Pizzabot gonna take the high ground. And it's a 1v1 situation, ladies and gentlemen. McFloppa flopping around in the water, looking like a flopper. And just like that, he's gonna go down. And Pizzabot is gonna add a new topping to his pizza. It's fish. It's a flopper. This is your new topping. Doesn't let you place fours on water? Yeah, it doesn't let you place fours on water in game 2. Oh, I ran out of bounds. Claimed a new topping for McFloppa. What is the best skin in the battle pass? I'm wearing it right now. It's the only skin I use in the battle pass, Tim. I don't think I've ever put on any other skin that's from this battle pass, or I will. I can pause the ads for 10 minutes, McPapa, after this round. Okay, chat, we'll do 2 more rounds and then we'll play ranked. I need to figure out how he does these like custom zones. I mean, like random for the map. I need to see how you get the mini map up here. For some reason, mini map does not spawn for me. Cool J's does not know how to do it. Oh, so got snaked. Uh-oh. We're in the part of the map where you cannot see at all.